9-1 is fractions, decimals, and percents. The objective? To guide you through the use of percents in describing real-life situations, and to reinforce naming equivalencies among fractions, decimals, and percents. Let's do a few mental math and reflexes first. I want you to be thinking of these in your head. Okay, 15 hundredths is written as what is a decimal and what is a percent. 0.15, 15%. 55 hundredths, 0.55 and 55%. 29 hundredths, 0.29 and 29%. 3 hundredths, 0.03 and 3%. 1/10, 0.1 and 10%. 7/10, 0.7 and 70%. 2/2, 1 whole, 100%. 1/5, 0.20 and 20%, and 3/4, 0.75 and 75%. In this lesson, you will represent percents on a 10 by 10 square grid. The sample on page 248, last season, Duncan made 62% of his basketball shots. So if we look at the sheet here, it says all of Duncan's shots would be 100%. The 10 by 10 grid is made up of 100 small squares. Each small square is 1/100th or 1%, and a decimal name for that 1/100th is 0.01. 62 small squares are shaded. These shaded squares represent the number of shots Duncan made out of every 100 shots he took. Had Duncan taken 100 shots, he would have made 62 shots. This can be also stated as a fraction of 62 hundredths of his shots, or as a decimal of 0.62 of his shots. So let's take a look at that to make sure you're understanding that. So this is what we're showing here. We're showing you that Duncan made 62 out of the 100 shots. That is a fraction is written as 62 hundredths. As a decimal, it's written as 0.62. And the percent example would be, let's just do it this way, let's just write our percent there, it would be 62%. Alright, for the next one, let's pretend there were 100 spelling words. And of those 100 spelling words, Ken got 98 out of every 100. So this would be written over here in the box. The 100% would be all of Ken's spelling words. You need to finish this one by giving it a fraction name, a decimal name, and a percent name. On the final one on the bottom, you're going to do it with another football pass question using those statistics. Shane threw 100 football passes, and of those 100 passes, he made 86% of them. So the 100% is all of Shane's football passes, and how many is that out of 100? 86. Then fill in the fraction name, the decimal name, and the percent name for that one also. Go to Math Journal page 249 and 250. Which percent is the largest? 80%. Did you look at the grid, the fraction, the decimal, or the percent to decide? For problems 5 through 7, you may have trouble deciding what the whole is and how to fill in the hundreds box. So look at problem number 5. The example does not mention a specific time period. The whole 100% could logically be a day or even a longer period, a week, a month, a year. Any period shorter than 1 day could pose a problem, pose one. For example, cats are much more likely to be active at night and to sleep a lot during the day. Problem 6, though, says 40% will be deducted from the original price of any item sold. So the whole 100% is the original price. So the original price is that $300. But the sale is 40% off. So that's 40 out of every 100 you're going to get off. So the fraction is 40 hundredths. The decimal is 0.40. So what would he pay for that $300 bicycle? Well, in order to figure that out, you're actually going to have to do two steps. The first step is you're going to have to multiply 300 times 40. Since we know 0 times anything is 0, I'm going to go ahead and put a 0 down because I know I'm done with that ones place. And now I'm going to multiply the tens place. So 4 times 0 is 0. 4 times 0 is 0. And 4 times 3 is 12. Since this has a decimal point in it, and I had to go in 1, 2 to make that decimal point, I got to move in 1, 2 to put that decimal point here. Now to see how much we actually paid for that bicycle, I have to take the $300 and I got to subtract that discount amount of $120, which should make you coming up with $180. Now these are a little trickier, so you're going to have to make sure, and you might have to listen to my directions, stop it and pause it to make sure you get the right direction and the right answer. Next you'll go into math boxes. Remember, if you get stuck, the first thing you need to do is go into your SRB and look there for some assistance, and then if you still don't get it, go ahead and come back to the table to me. And the final thing you're going to do for 9-1 is you're going to do the fractions, decimals, and percent study link. Make sure to do the practice on the bottom. Thank you.